We are back for the race action here. The championship leader, Real Shots, by 11 points over second place, Melanie, 88, weaving through the straight. Give his tire temps up. And P3 behind them, Amazed OT, who had very good qualifying last race, couldn't capitalize into a podium though in the end. Necro is behind. Last week's winner at Malaysia, it was a very good race indeed, with him in P1 and Melanie in P2 and Rio Shots in P3. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Amazing
P3,
Real Shots P1.
And now we're going towards the start. Should be very interesting to see what goes on here.
Waiting for all the drivers to form up again.
And we are ready to go, I think. 5 red lights.
And away we go.
Away,
Oh,
lag start.
Racing.
So, Amazed OT in the lead out of absolutely nowhere. Melanie will lose a position to... No, actually he won't, because Tarosa goes on the grass and there's a
Oh, there was
spin
contact
behind.
in the back.
Oh, there's been all sorts of
Anti-beacon.
issues. Rampage, and let's see what happened between the McLaren of Morgs and Antiv Beacon. He got a lag start and could have really benefited from this, but he gets unlucky as he goes in the grass. Anyway, let's see what goes on in front. Amazed OT leading from
Four-way battle
from Melanie. We also have a
And
shot
there's an
here down
attack
the
for Real Shots,
inside.
and he goes on the inside. Amazed holds it. Still manages to keep the position. But it looks like Real Shots is about to attack. Yes, he is around the outside. Oh, there's... Ooh.
Could Melanie
There's
capitalize
some
from behind? If he gets a good exit, oh, this could be really close stuff here. Amazed, I think the slips from a
Looks like Amazed is going to lose 2 positions.
No way he will do this around the outside in 130R.
Oh, wow. What a
Tries.
Verstappen move. Incredible racing from the gentleman there. Especially Real Shots at the spoon, going around the outside, still going wide, and in the end managing to get the position from Amazed. It was incredible. And the freeway battle, and looks like Maloney wanted to
Amazed
just
OT
show
goes
himself.
wide. Necruz also go through Amazed OT. Ran into some
that's
issues
like-
as that was some lag up front. What went on here
Yes,
then?
but
Rio
that
Shots
looks like
so Morgs was a lap
Maloney's
down.
manner was one just...
Morvik,
Maloney's car wanted to just go play Mario,
yeah.
Oh,
True.
Amazed.
In my screen, Morgs 6908 is leading, so this is surely some lag. Okay, it's back to normal now. Rio Shots is in the lead of this race with Amazed OT
Yes.
back in second. So I'm guessing there's a bit of lag going on here, which isn't ideal, but the drivers kept it clean as the previous lap of the spoon aggressively, so N130R. So I think it's just about raceable.
Let's see if Maloney will decide to go for a move
Let's get on
before
board Melanie.
the chicane.
If he wants any shot to challenge
Looks
Rio Shots
like
in this
he won't.
race, he has to do this move.
Ooh. Just keeping the distance while Real Shots getting the fastest lap again.
And
No
look at
surprise
behind
at
the
the
top
beginning.
4. There is absolutely no one inside.
But there are some good battles in the back as well. That's like, looks like a 5-way battle, but between the drivers. Oh, there's contact. Rampage going really slow. No damage from what I see.
Sorry, I had some technical difficulties there. So, yep, let's take a look at the battle for P6, actually, with TR Pepsi being on hard tires and challenging to be on the top of the second pack of the race, which will be very impressive for him, a very impressive showing, if he can get this, because the top 4 seem to be in a league of their own. It's like watching at LMP1 versus LMP2 at the moment.
Yes, that's true.
It's like watching a multi-class race.
They divided themselves.
Yeah, let's take a look at...
Oh, Maloney going on the inside.
Let's actually get back to the lead, then lead the pack.
The Maze is about to lose 2
Necruz.
positions. Necruz is going for a move. Getting them both in one move.
Very, very impressive.
He's done a Ricardo.
He has actually done a Ricardo into perfection. So the Scottish Ricardo doing the work there. And
Maloney
I
may be
think-
trying to counter-attack.
yes, Melanie will be very annoyed now at what's going on, because his championship rival is just
Oh.
getting away from him, and there's nothing he can do about it because he's battling all the time. There's just no way through, and there isn't a lot of time. Like Rio shots just did a 36.9, and they were doing it 30, and only did a 38.1, 1.4 lost just on this lap. So you have to understand that he will not be happy at all with what's going on at the moment.
It just looks like a lonely race for real shots ahead of him, with P2, 3 and 4
They can only be a
battling
safety car.
for... Yes, that's true, but we're just thinking about the scenario without the safety car. And Maloney maybe goes for a move around the outside. No, he
Let's
backs out
see.
of it.
Amazed that he has fallen back a bit, at least on my screen. I don't know if it's a bit lag or anything.
He's fallen back a bit. Maloney getting slipstream and DRS from him. And he'll get around the outside, yes, he will. Smooth move.
Very nice stuff indeed. Reminds me of Kimi Raikkonen back in a day when he started all the way back from 14th, I think it was, and just came through the field like a madman with some slick moves up the outside of turn 1.
That's a Raikkonen move then.
That is a Raikkonen move.
MA is still falling back.
I don't know how
Unfortunately.
his team radio is looking like, if he is Kimi Raikkonen, because at the last public team radio of Kimi Raikkonen, we know he was pretty annoyed at his team for not giving him the steering wheel.
Steering wheel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently this is my ringtone now, so yep, I just love Kimi Raikkonen. So yep, I think Melanie will be on the same level of annoyance at the moment. And real shots can barely see him behind, I think. Let's just go on board Melanie, see. Yep, he's nowhere to be seen. He's almost lost eye contact. Now he goes through 130R. And Necruz thinking
Ooh,
about
that
the
was-
move. This could have been very dangerous.
Yeah. But Maloney is still keeping his position, going a bit wide on the curb, and Necruz,
on the pits.
actually Maloney into the pits.
So
He
I'm
fooled him.
thinking he wants to get out of that battle and try to get the undercut on the real shots, so that he can possibly challenge for a win.
Yes.
Let's see what tires he goes through. Yeah, hard tires of course. And amazed OT behind. Has he jumped him? Amazed OT jumps Melanie in the pit lane. Disaster.
Wow.
Melanie. Yeah, he is also finished, so I'm sure that at the moment he is just copying Kimi Raikkonen. There's absolutely no way this is happening. Okay, so this promotes then TR Pepsi. Let's actually go through the standings before everyone makes a pit stop and see what's going on here, because we are slightly getting out of sync in this race. So go through them, Morvik, if you wish.
So, Real Shots P1, Net Cruise, followed by Net Cruise on P2, followed by Vapid Kut 74 in the Zauber, Pepsi Max in the Toro Rosso, Renault of Pepsi, right behind him actually, maybe going for a run now. Ninja's right behind as well. Morks in the McLaren with Amazed OT. Ooh, there's contact between Amazed and Maloney. There's Amazed in the wall, lost his front wing. That looks like trouble for Amazed.
Drama in the race then. Sorry to miss this on the stream, and sadly we cannot get a replay in any possible way. So could Melanie get a penalty here? I don't know, Morvik, you saw the incident, so you have to take us through it.
I only saw a little bit of it. I only saw when Amaze just hit the back of Maloney, but it didn't look like the manor driver fault, because Amaze simply ran wide and came back on the track, and Maloney was just wrong place, wrong time, and Amaze didn't react in time and ran in the back of him, resulting in getting spun into the gravel trap and then the wall, losing his front wing. I would have to see a full clip from both the drivers to judge this, because as I said, maybe so 1 second of it, just really short clip of what happened, but that's what it looked like to me, but we'll see after the race most likely.
Anyway, it seems that Amazed getting unlucky for the second week in a row after what happened in Malaysia, where he spun at the quick left-right, if I remember correctly. And let's actually compare Rio Shots with Melanie lap times. Now that Melanie's on the hard tires, so Rio Shots has actually got 2 warnings this lap.
Going into the pits now.
Tire wear, it was a big factor of him. He said that 37.4. Well, Melanie was in. We don't know, because it was his out lap, of course. Let's get on board with Rio
and
Shots.
Real Shots on the hards now.
Yep. So I'm guessing one more stop for him as well. Is Melanie anywhere to be seen? No, he is not. So Real Shots will.
No, he's not. Real Shots just unreal pace today. Untouchable for most of the race. Necruz is in the lead.
Back in the net lead, I'm assuming. Wow, Melanie has not even got closer. He's lost time to Rio Shots. Lost a lot of time.
Yes.
He's in a league of his own. Rio Shots today. But let's see if he gets stuck behind your Pepsi maybe, or something happens.
And the Renault driver tries to defend himself from the championship leader now.
Let's see, I think he will try Kamui Kobayashi move down the hairpin. He's looking to try it. He won't after all, because he's not
and
Kamui
he'll get the
Kobayashi.
inside.
He just doesn't have the skill to do this shot of dive bomb. But he does it in a technically better way, without blowing up his suspension, and congrats to him. Right, so let's see if Necruz is pitting then. Oh, he just got a puncture, so he has to pit around the final chicane. Yeah, he locked up going into the first part of the chicane, so yep, not
helping for the Williams driver.
But I'm guessing, could he be trying the one stop here, Morvik? Is it achievable? A soft hard? What do you think?
I don't know, because I can't remember the tire wear on Japan, but I wouldn't be surprised if he tried, as he stayed as long as he could, so yes, I think he may be going for that.
This will be close down turn 1, Melanie will have to go around the outside. Necruz, thankfully for him, saves it, because if he hadn't, it would have been another pit stop within one lap.
Yeah.
That was very close stuff. Reminded me of Seb versus Hamilton in Spain in real life, of course.
But it looked like Maloney didn't leave space for Necruz there, and
Yeah, very tough to go in turn 1, but it's up for the stewards to decide. But I
yes.
don't think any penalties will be served here. Here in SRL we like
Yes.
to be racing hard, so I'm guessing the stewards won't take any further action. TR Pepsi.
Amazed OT with the fastest lap.
Yeah, but Amaze
medium
OT
in 11.
is pretty much nowhere in this race now, I think.
Yes, that's unfortunate. Impala
That
right
showed
behind
he
him.
had the pace in the race, at least. He's going after Ninjas, who has having a shocking race for his standards in the matter. Actually, Impala following both of them. And now skip back to the leader of Rio shots.
It looks like about 5-6 seconds of the advantage over Maloney for rear shots.
Actually, just checking it on the timing screen, it's 6.8 seconds as it crosses the finish line.
Yeah.
And
So
9.7 off the lead for Necruz, so 2.9 off Melanie, so that instant has cost him 2.5-ish seconds, I have to assume. TR Pepsi losing so much time compared to the fresh parts of real shots. He was like 19 seconds behind a lap ago, and now it's 23.5. 20.6. That just shows how much of a class of his own real shots is, and even the top 4 with real shots just prevails even from them. Fantastic drivers all here in GP2 of SRL. But Pepsi is, I'm assuming, on it before, because he will be trying the one stop since he is on hard tires from the start of this Grand Prix.
he's locking up much though right now, so it
Yes,
looks
he
like
is.
tire whereas getting over the tires. Or just through mistakes, I don't know.
Here's one of the few active battles on track of Pepsi Max and Vapid Good 74 contact.
Vapid just getting, ooh.
I don't think Pepsi
No
expected that
space.
move up the inside. Still gave no space, so stewards are gonna be busy again, it seems, this week after last week's incidents.
Yes, that's true.
So we had one active battle and now we got none, which is just ideal stuff for us, for viewers. Rampage racing his own pretty much on P7, doing the classic consistent getting points thing that he does. Morgan's on P8, which is pretty decent after being facing the wrong way in turn 1. Amaze OT find his way back, actually in the back of the Ninjas now. Seems to be really off the pace this week. Up the inside, he goes in turn 1 with that Renault power unit. He struggled a bit, but moved on. So good for him.
Necruz still holding the gap to real shots, 6.8 seconds all the time. So it looks like both drivers hold the same pace. So it's technically impossible to catch up one to another.
But Melanie, I think, is on a better phase of his stint than what real shots is, because hard tires are not at their best, at least from my experience, when they have done a few laps. So Melanie's on his 6th lap on these tires, while real shots is on his 4th lap. So I'm guessing Melanie probably feeling a bit more comfortable on the track. Doesn't seem like though, as he loses half a second from 2 sectors. Let's go see what Necruz is doing. He seems to be a lot slower than both of them, sadly. At the moment though, things could change. Pepsi still losing significant time from real shots. So let's just take a look at his lap times, because he seems to be on a very slow pace here.
Question is which Pepsi, because we have two Pepsis
Oh,
on the grid.
yeah, my
Pepsi
bad.
Max and
Yeah,
TOR
I should
Pepsi.
clarify this. It is TOR Pepsi, who's done a 158 lap. So has he pitted then? Because and going back on hard tires.
No, because he's still on hards all the time.
Yeah, but on lap 9 you can see clearly that he has done a 158 with a very slow first sector, which indicates that a pit stop was done there. So
Why would he pit for hards though? That's
I'm
actually
guessing
weird
that
because
that
you
he's feel unconfident with tire wear, because we can see him locking up a lot. So maybe a hard medium strategy for him or something in that
yeah
direction. See,
probably just going
any
for harder
battle.
compounds on.
Amazing he has cleared ninjas, so there's no battle there anymore. And if Beacon hasn't found his way back yet on this race after being faced the wrong way around. After turn 1, Factual Impala being a lot of seconds off other drivers here. No, actually he's pretty close to Antip Beacon, but still off the points. Rionstad's looking comfortable in the lead as always. Melanie been keeping the gap quite steady. He only lost like 1/10 on the previous lap, but there seems like there's no way he can gain on Rionstad's. So
Yeah,
I think
untouchable.
unless we have a safety car or some kind of mistake, big mistake, huge mistake I should say, from Rionstad's, there is not going to be a battle for the race lead, and Melanie will get on. It's way too early to speak though yet, because we're only on lap 13 out of 27. We haven't passed the midway stage of the race yet. But it seems that Melanie will still not get that win. He's been hunting for 16 rounds so far.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I would hope for a safety car for action, but
Yes,
on
because
the other hand, I wouldn't hope for a safety car because I like seeing drivers getting good results, and that obviously, I mean real shots. He's just dominating this race, and I would be quite sad to see him suffer in any way.
but for us, the objective viewers, I think a safety car would be ideal at this point of the race, because there's no battle going on, as Vapid has fallen off TR Pepsi's back for some reason. Maybe some contact, because Rios on the medium tires should be quicker. Vapid could. Yes, he has. Pepsi Max. No, actually, never. No. Just forget what I said. He's got clear of Pepsi Max, and he's not behind him anymore. So, yep, sorry for that mistake. But I think in Pepsi it's thinking long here and just let him go through on medium tires, as he is quicker. Rampage is also closed up to this battle. This could get tasty in the back end of the race when Vapid is not on medium tires, and Rampage and Pepsi Max will be on the mediums, or I'm assuming they will be on the mediums unless they have some serious tire issues.
Yeah. Rampage locking up a bit. But he's still catching Pepsi, the Toro Rosso driver.
This will be tasty down to the spoon. Amazuti actually clears Morgs. Let's see if we can get him back in slipstream, possibly. No, he can't quite get him. Actually, I'm interested in seeing how long Morgs has been on these tires. He put on lap 7, so yeah, not that many laps. Let's see if penalties wise, there's like any battle that could be possible on, not on track, but only on the timing screen at the end of the race. So Rio Soto has 2 warnings in the same lap. Melanie doing the classic no
Maloney has
warning
none.
race. Yep. Well, I mean, I think everyone who has watched this season knows that Melanie does not get warnings, never mind penalties. Very clean driver. And actually Morgs has, as you say this, Morgs got Maze OT back. So, yeah, good move by him on the hard tires. But let's see if Necruz has got any penalties.
2
warnings for him
warnings
as
from
well.
Necruz. TOR Pepsi, the Renault driver,
Okay,
looks like
that
he has got a penalty
and 2 warnings.
and 2 more warnings. Yes.
So that doesn't look very good
Vapid
for him.
could only 1. But it doesn't look like penalty battle, to be fair, for now at least.
Yes, and I don't think it get interesting in any way unless only Pepsi could fall off behind the other two, the other pack following behind of Vapid, Rampage, and Pepsi. Let's see if Pepsi has got a lot of penalties, so he shouldn't be included in this pack. He's the penalty in the first lap, not for corner cutting because I can only see 1 warning. Second penalty lap 4 for corner cutting. 6 warnings, 8 warnings. Yeah, he's not in this battle by any stretch of the imagination. And Vapid is in the pits as well now.
I would say still watch out for the warnings, especially real shots, because if he gets a warning now and a penalty, then in case of a safety car at the end of the race, he might not be able to pull away, and Maloney is just right behind him, and as we know, he's a clean driver, so that might be sometimes crucial. So even if real shots is leading the race, I would still be cautious.
To be honest, only thing Rios has to do now is just to keep himself honest, don't over push the car, and keep it on the track, because the gap to Melanie is now almost 10 seconds. There's no way Melanie is getting back.
Yeah.
Ever, so just keep it on the track, settle down a bit, and just don't get any warnings. He can afford to go 8-10 slower a lap and still not be in danger of losing his race when if Melanie does a perfect drive. Let's see actually what TOR Pepsi is compared to Rampage.
It looks like absolutely no barrels at the track at all for now.
Amazot is closing up to them, but he'll have soon to pit for tires. But seeing his pace, he can easily get in the mix of the Rampage and Vapid Good. Vapid Good and seems to be TR Pepsi battle. Because his pace
Let's
hasn't been the
wait
best.
and see then. Oh, Pepsi Max going a bit wide. That's helping Amaze to get closer and maybe get a nice fancy battle.
Okay, let's compare Pepsi and Rampage pace. So he has been doing, let's say, an average of 39 low, while Rampage hasn't dipped in the 39s at all. So if all goes good for Rampage, he'll be in the back of Pepsi by the end of the race. Same goes with Vapid as he was in that battle. Let's see what he is doing at the moment. He's got clean
Looks
air.
like Amaze is closing up massively. And it looks like a battle is coming really fast.
Get to this then.
Yes, it is.
What is Amaze doing? Let's get on board with him.
Amaze is going around the outside.
He will try what he did on lap
maybe
1, I think.
What move?
Necruz tried on lap 1. I think he'll stay back for now and just go in the
No
here.
one backed
Never
out
mind,
of it.
he won't.
Amaze still
But why?
Still holding it, but
On
Pepsi goes wide.
He forced him to outbrake himself, and he's clearly up front. And in the pits.
Perfect move from Amaze. And he's going for the pits.
Yeah, he was going to pit anyway, that's why he left him
Yeah.
there, then go up the inside. Sensible move for him. So back on the medium tires he goes, so let's see what he comes out compared to Vapidgood. Oh, actually Vapidgood is clearly going in front of him. Let's see how many seconds it is.
So looks like Amaze is going to the end.
Yeah, everyone pitting from now on is definitely going to the end. Let's actually take a look at the gap up front. Melanie has pit again, by the way. And still came out in a clean third. On medium tires. So
mediums.
There is no doubt who the three quickest and being away of troubled drivers are today, because Amaze could well be in this battle, but he ran into trouble. Let's see if Necru is
still holding.
No, and Rio's just racing on his own here, so no need to worry. For him, 44 seconds off the leader is the 4th Pepsi. And let's see if Rampage is closed in any on this lap. Doesn't seem like it. Let's see how many penalties Pepsi has. Just quick reminder. So Pepsi has 5 penalties, so 5 warnings. Just a correction, and Rampage has 2. So Pepsi will be holding stays on these penalties, and Necruz and Rampage gets another warning so that he doesn't have to be 6 seconds in front, because at the moment he is just about over 6 seconds, 6.6 to be exact. So Morvik, what do you think is going to be the outcome here?
For the lead battle, sorry, I was a little asleep for a while.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, the race hasn't been the most intense ever, especially after watching Azerbaijan. So, yeah, you are forgiven, dear Morvik.
Well, for now, it looks like nothing's about to change, to be fair. Necruz still hasn't pitted. I highly doubt he's going for a one-stepper though. Unless he's got like skill and tire saving.
And there's no point in him doing it, because he's only racing Melanie, because Rios is going to completely demolish him when he comes out the pits. Anyway, so no point in risking tire wear and making a mistake for this.
Yeah.
Amazed that he catches on Vapidgood by 5/10 the first sector. Actually, let's skip to this battle now. If Amaze OT will be in the behind Vapidgood, if he keeps up this pace on those medium tires who he fitted 1 lap ago, he will be in the back of Vapidgood and Rampage and probably Pepsi in 5-ish laps time for a good battle to the finish line, as we saw last week. Not for the lead, unfortunately, but still, it is a battle.
Yeah.
Let's actually check. Riosot hasn't pitted Necruz. I'm guessing he's going to pit Slap if he wants to have any shot of being anywhere near Melanie. Then P3 and actually 27 seconds of Riosot's, which is of Necruz, which is quite a long way. So probably a mistake, I'm guessing.
27 seconds between P2 and 3. That's
hold on. As you say about people pitting, Pepsi has pitted onto the medium tires, and Vapidgood is right behind him with Amaze OT closing in. But I think that Pepsi should have the pace to pull away on those fresh medium tires over Vapid, even though the hards behave really well on this
still
track.
holding. Oh, Necruz actually. Oh, that was close. Real shots just came out of the pits on softs, and to the end he goes now.
I'm sure that Melly will be crossing his fingers for Necruz to take out Rio shots, and this could spark some controversy in SRL. But there's no way. I mean, just see the cornering speeds of Rio shots are just ridiculous compared to
Yes,
Necros.
that's true.
Especially from the on-board, we should see this.
It's
But at least
basically
fair play to Necros for putting up a fight, and Rio shots, of course, not gonna risk anything. There's just no point. Unless he knows that his rival will, rather earlier or later, he will pit.
Ooh.
So,
okay. Bit weaving.
I mean, he's just trying to have some fun then. This could have been
Ooh,
really
okay.
bad for him.
Doors shot. Quite dangerously, but Necros still managed to hold it. And let's see, does he have damage? No, he does not.
Melanie's
So he's
24.8 of Rio shots, which makes no sense whatsoever. Let's actually check his race director for any mistakes, because there's just no sense in this. Yes, he did make a mistake. Oh, he had a drive-through. That's what happened.
Necros into the pits.
Melanie had a drive-through. So he's...
Oh.
Yeah, I saw it just now. And was... Why is he so far off? So, Necros, we need to find really quickly, see how close they are. Yeah, he's going to be ahead. I don't think there's any question about it. On
Look, in order for
quicker.
Maloney to be ahead of Necros, he would just have to get the Project Cars version of the chicane, basically. Just straight line it.
Oh, yeah, I was driving this yesterday and I was like hoping to get some practice in the LMP2 car, because I quite enjoy driving this. And I was like, let's get on the so-called Sakito circuit in Project Cars. And I'm like, go to the GP version. Yeah, that's the F1 version. And I was braking over the chicane, and then I just saw a straight line in front of my eyes. And I just couldn't believe what I was seeing there. So yeah, Melanie will need to get us some Project Cars. And
yeah, I'm improving his
how
line.
ridiculous that straight line is. You go from the exit of the spoon to turn 1 on full throttle, so yeah, he has enough time to park his car
Oh,
up,
Pepsi!
get on Project Cars.
Here are
and
Pepsi. Just retired. What happened to him?
something
TOR
really bad must
Pepsi
have
out of the
happened.
race.
Let's check if maybe Vapid was involved, who is really close to him.
We
Any
still don't
damage
know
to
what's happening.
his car. I cannot see any damage. No, there is no
Or
damage as
eventually
far as I
he
can
just
see
went to
from
the pits
broadcast.
and retired, I don't know.
No, I don't think after having such a good race, there is no reason. So I guess
yeah.
he just bended somewhere.
Probably, but no safety car, so no shake-up for the race.
I think
5
it's a bit
laps
too late
to
for the
go.
safety car to be enabled.
Yes,
Then we'll have more
yes,
experience in
that's
this
true.
game. So SRL Rampage must have run into some trouble as well, because he is quite off the back it was before.
And he is catching up to Amazed. He is catching up right now. Only 3 seconds behind. Oh,
Okay.
Amazed left. Is probably disconnect
Oh
because
no!
he's just driving around.
No,
That's
we just
so
got
unfortunate.
deprived of our one possible battle on the track. So unfortunate
Yeah.
for Amazed OT, as it is very easy AI. But I think he's back now. Confirm if this is it, because I have the stupid Twitch overlay over the retiring and leaving thing. He's not back yet.
But
Rio shots, by the
Amazed,
way,
it
just
looked
being
like
on
a
absolute
disconnect.
fire on 34.7 on a race, but he's not even under pressure.
that was so unfortunate for Amazed, the Scottish Red Bull driver, first getting spun and going into the wall, getting his wing shred.
Is he back now?
Getting
Warwick?
into the
Because I
pits.
cannot read the
He's
game
back.
notification. Okay. Good for him. Let's see when he
So,
gets back to
looks
actually
like-
driving the car. Not yet, but
Not yet.
hopefully soon.
Probably
rather than
he's still
later for
loading,
him.
but he's still got time. before Rampage catches him. So if,
But this could have easily been P4 for him. Let's just, if we take a look at the, let's see, Vapid was doing.
oh, he left again. Let's hope he'll get back then. Let's just hope for the best then.
On my screen, amazed out he's in front of Vapid. What has happened to Vapid then? He couldn't make it to the end. He's on the pits for soft tires.
Whoa! So,
Unbelievable scenes. So Vapid just having such a good race.
and he's after Anti-Beacon.
Okay, then
Right
let's
now.
see what happened with Rampage. Has he? He just overtook Amaze OT's Ghost car. But there's still a chance if Amaze can get back in the session without any issues. He could be on the back of him again with some of the good pace he has showed and those medium tires. But it has to be quick. If he's out of DRS, I don't think there's any chance. And it seems that he is now, so very unlucky for him. So I guess the only interest on this race now
Yes.
is whether
Unluckiest driver of the day.
true again after Malaysia. So, but I think luck will be on his hands that one day, and that day he's going to be looking very good to get a very good result. Maybe even challenge for the win, who knows.
Let's hope for the best in the future.
Let's see if Vapid can actually do something now, because it's the only thing that is like really interesting now.
Oh, Impala retired.
I think he was outside top 10, so he's in the McLaren Honda to get a free gearbox for the next race. Okay, so
And Vapid is still closing the
let's
gap
see if he is catching up to Pepsi Max.
to Anti-Beacon.
Oh, Pepsi Max is behind him. Excuse me, that's the other Toro Rosso. Yeah, so he's catching up quite rapidly, but maybe even more he may catch up. He needs 4 seconds within 2 laps. Quite tough. Actually 3, because you need the final laps. Will be close to see what goes on there. Let's go back to Vapid then and get on board with him for a bit. See how
I'm
good
still
he will
looking
look
at him.
his fresh soft tires.
He is 1.1 seconds. Actually, no, 1.4 seconds behind. So 3 more laps to go. Actually 2 and a bit, and let's see what happens. Hopefully, we'll see a battle, which looks like
Sorry
it for now.
to interrupt you, Morvik, but actually Impala just typed sorry Rampage in the chat, so has he caused any issues to? Hasn't, and now Amaze OT is running into even more bad luck, as Ninja's car is right behind him and probably going to overtake him. Did Morgs get there? Yeah, Morgs will also get there as well. Probably the same with Vapid Coot. Very, very unlucky.
I'll
Yes, he
get back to
deserves that
Vapid
bit,
Kut
I
now,
believe.
and Anti-Beacon is still losing time. He's about 2 seconds behind now. Vapid Kut is like 2 seconds behind now. Or 1, actually. I would rather say 1. He has still got 1 more lap to go.
Okay, let's get back to Vapid Coot
Still
then.
doable.
He's not closing in enough, I think, to do anything. So since we don't have any battles let's just go through the championship, the new championship standings, as everything seems to be going that way. So, in first remains Rio Shots after getting 25 points here. Will extend his championship lead to 10 points extra Melanie, so to 21 points on 243 points. Melanie will be on 222. Necruz.
But meanwhile, Real Shots crossing the line now, and he's the winner of Japanese Grand Prix.
I actually missed Rio Shots
crown.
going through the line. He's so far away. So apologies for this.
Yeah.
Let's go on to Necruz going into the final sector now.
Followed by Necruz. Surprisingly, I thought
Necruz
Maloney
get
would
this.
take.
Yes, he seemed to have the better pace of Melanie, but he just bottled it in the pit lane entry. Very unlucky for him. Let's go
Followed
back
by
to
Maloney
third place driver,
P3.
Melanie, who I'm sure he's pretty happy about this. Also important for Necruz that he gets 18 points in the championship, and he's 11 behind Ninjas for P3 at the moment. So with that being said, and Ninjas being in 6th, Ninjas will go to 169 points, and Necruz will go on 168. And with 4 races to go, this will be a battle that will keep us on the edge of our seats. Rampage going through the final chicane now. He is going to take
P4
a
with
well-deserved
Ferrari.
P4, staying away from all trouble.
Red is the fastest color, obviously. In the Ferrari P4,
I'm seeing
followed
some
by his
bias here.
teammate.
And being
No, actually not teammates, I'm sorry.
Actually,
So here are the results. Shall I call out now, or you will read out that?
oh, you read out the results, and I will go through the championship
So,
standings after.
Real Shots in P1, extending his championship lead. Necruz in P2, Maloney P3, Rampage P4, followed by Ninja, followed by Vapid, then Morgs, Antiv-Beacon, and Max Verstappen in the Red Bull. That's probably retired Amaze. Pepsi Max in 10th, closing the position, and Impala in 11th, also retired from the session at the Japanese Grand Prix.
So correct me for my mistake before. Penalties, Ninjas finishes in 5th, so he'll be 3 points ahead of Necruz in the championship, and not 1 that I previously said.
I don't know.